Hello, good morning. Good morning for the tulip workshop. Are you there? Just wave. Hello, welcome, Hansmeet Kaur. Hi. It's a lazy Sunday, so people are taking time. No problems. Good morning, Hansmeet. Namaste, Pankaj ji. Hi. Hi, Sonu. Welcome. Good to see you all. Hi, Zenith Sheikh. Good morning. Welcome. Hello, Satish ji. Namaskar. Welcome. Hi. Good morning. Please baat mat karna. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, and we are here for a purpose. We are going to make delicious. Food is delicious, but sometimes the flowers are also delicious. So we are going to make a easy, doable, fun workshop on tulips. Do you know about tulips? You know, tulips are one of the premium flowers, and do you know, I researched certain things about tulips. They are one of the most expensive flowers in the world, you know. Basically, tulips are from Persia. But can you remember the country for which tulips are known? The country of windmills. Netherlands, Holland, yes. Holland, tulips are grown in Holland, and they are the biggest, 90% production is in Holland. Basically, tulip is from Persia. So, you know, in 17th century, it was brought to Netherlands and by the Ottoman Empire, and then the tulips were popularized. There are many anecdotes associated with tulips. Tulips are basically belonging, those who have a science background, they'll be knowing tulips belong to the lily family, Liliaceae family, and they are symmetrical. Their shape is very symmetrical, you know. Basically, they have 3 petals and 3 sepals, but they're enclosed in such a way that the six of them look very similar. Very beautiful flowers, and you can have tulips in many colors, you know, and some colors are associated with certain implication, you know. Red is for love, white is for serenity, and just like that. And you know, tulip leaves are eaten also, like onion, they can be eaten. But if you take it in too much of amount, it can be poisonous. There are many things associated with tulips. I'll be giving you the fun facts about the tulips. So basically, it is an effort and collaboration by the Sadbhavna group of institutes, and to popularize and generate awareness about watercolors amongst all, you know. Many a times we say we are only aspiring artists, or we don't know much about art. But do you know the definition of an artist? You know, anybody, any person who can appreciate a good piece of art. Art means visual art or any art, music, building, architecture, nature. All those people, they come under the definition of art. So all of you are artists. All of us are artists. Another definition is those people who are sensitive, who can empathize with other people, who can feel for other people, those who are sentimental. Okay, that is, they are all under the criteria of artists. So you are all artists, and we are a big community of artist friends. Now coming to tulip. I got in India, it is very difficult to procure a tulip. I got a tulip flower, you know, artificial tulip flower, and let me show the shape to you. This is the tulip flower, and it has 6 petals, you know, 6 petals plus sepals. Okay, and this is how they are enclosed. You see the leaves? This is how they are enclosed. Beautifully, they are like this. And the theme that I have chosen, we will be doing the tulips in different colors, you know. And I'll be telling you something about the colors as well. These are white tulips. Preserving white of the paper will be quite tough for you. So we will be using bright, vibrant colors for you. So you can all put up your tulips at your own places, you know. Let me tell you something about the colors then. What I'll be covering today is something about the tulips that I have already discussed, the fun facts, and these I'll be putting in the group also. You can all go through it. I researched it and found 20 distinct facts about tulips. Now about the drawing of the tulip, you know, I will prefer if you go in for the drawing yourself instead of tracing it. So you know, drawing is a skill, a very good skill, and it helps in our hand-eye coordination. You know, it activates our brain, and it helps to prevent Alzheimer also. So many of you are doodling on the sides when you are reading something, when you are listening to somebody, you are playing with your pen or with your pencil. That is also a sort of sketching only. Sketching, drawing, doodling. So happy sketching, happy doodling, happy drawing. Why? Because that will prevent our neurodegenerative decay, you know, that will prevent Alzheimer. This is scientific. So, are you with me? It's okay? Should I proceed further? I will start with I'll tell you something about how we will proceed with the drawing, all of you. Do try to do the drawing. If you are unable to do it, then I'll be supplying the line drawing, and you get it photostat, and then you can draw, you can trace it on your sheet, and then we can paint it. Okay. So this is live as well as recorded. This will be recorded, and I'll be supplying it. It will be there in the Facebook group for at least a month, and you can all go through it, and so that you have no problems. Okay. Now the thing is about the drawing thing, you know, how the tulips are to be drawn. Before the tulips are drawn, I must tell you about the paper. Yesterday I posted a photograph that showed sheet, how you are to paste the sheet, you take 300 GSM paper, good brand, which has which is at least 100% cotton. Please prefer 100% cotton. Many brands are available. Archie's is very expensive. You can go in for Canson, or you can go in for Brustro. Canson, Monteval, Brustro, all these brands are available in the market in any good stationery shop that is having the art supplies. Then you need a masking tape. You need a hard cardboard or a surface where you can paste it. Then you need a color palette. If you have a color palette, it is okay. If you don't have a color palette, no problems. You have melamine plates, or you can have a disposable plate. You can use that. Okay. Then this is the masking tape. This is freely available, not very expensive, hardly 70 or 80 rupees. And this you can use to paste your sheet on the cardboard. Okay. You need to have one pencil, one eraser, at least one sharpener. Then I'll be in watercolors. I'll be doing maximum work with round board. This is round bodied brush. Okay, this is round bodied brush. You use round bodied brush. Okay. Then those who are interested, they can. Hi Girisha, welcome. This is a mop brush. Okay, and you can go in for a mop brush also. And this is a flat brush. You know, this is a flat brush, and for washes we use the flat brush. The thing is, we are going to use all these in our workshop. I'll show you how to use. If you have nothing, you have only one brush, we can manage with only one brush also. Okay? So what you need is a pencil, an eraser, a paper sheet, at least 300 GSM, okay, and a round brush. Okay, that'll do fine. Then what more you need is color palette. If you can invest in a color palette, it is okay. They're not very expensive. Or you can go in for a white plate or any disposable plate. Okay. Then you need to have some rags, you know, paper tape. You can have a paper napkin. Then a rag. You can have a rag and you place it somewhere and place a napkin over it. And whenever you dip, one more thing, most important thing is you need 2 jugs of water. You can have a smaller jug, but you need jugs of water. One is for cleaning, the other is for rinsing. You know, the brush should be absolutely clean. Otherwise, the color mixing will be there and that will destroy our work. Okay. So this is, and then about the colors, you know, you can all invest in 12 tube camel artist grade. Go in for artist grade because when you use student grade colors, they don't, the vibrancy is not there. And the price difference is not much. So please go in for artist grade colors. And basically what I'll show you is I'll be doing this whole work with just 3 colors, you know. You all need to have one chrome yellow. If you don't have a chrome yellow, you can have a gamboge. You can have a gamboge color. This is gamboge. Okay, one yellow color you need. Then go in for one red color. Okay, vermilion hue you can have, or you can have crimson. I'm not using these colors, but you can use these colors. They are wonderful colors. This you can use, and then you use another is green color. you all need green color, and you can have sap green. Sap green. Why did I say 3 colors? Because basically, let me tell you briefly a little bit about the art theory. Basically, the colors are what we are perceiving and what makes the thing enchanting and attractive, you know. We know there are so many colors, but most of us, we know there are 3 primary colors, okay? That is red, then yellow, and then it is blue. These 3 colors. So if you have these 3 colors, you can mix and procure rest of the colors. These are the 3 primary colors, okay? And in watercolor, there are certain things that we don't do. Like we don't use white and we don't use black. These 2 things we are not doing. And the beauty of watercolor is in its transparency. You know, it is like meditation. Like you caress a pet or you caress your baby. It is, watercolor is like that, you know. There is nothing you can't dab, 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 dab. You can't do like that. It has to be very done, very sweetly, very beautifully, and very tenderly. This is a tender art, you know, this watercolor. So what you do is just, even if don't have any fears, and the most important thing is our mindset, you know. Don't worry, nothing bad is going to happen. I'll be showing you, even if some mistake happens, how we can rectify that mistake. So you all go bindas and you can all paint. But one thing, just remember, don't go too dark, too fast. So we have to go slow, you know. You go lightly and maintain the transparency. If the transparency is there, then it is actual watercolor. Otherwise, it is poster color, like the students, young kids do. They paint it and then you don't see the paper beneath. Then it is an immature work. When you are doing, when you are enjoying this work, when you are investing your valuable time on this, to do it the way it deserves to be done, you know. It has to be done in a transparent manner. We have to apply many layers. I'll show you some of my work. They are, you know, I've done 15, 20, 30 layers also. And then you get the 3 dimension, you know. If you do it just, if you can, we can all paint it plain, or yellow color you paint, or pink color, or red color, then it is only, it appears painted only. And you don't get the 3D look, you know. For the 3D look, for the depth, you have to have, and the things, they will show, the paper will show from beneath, the highlights will show, and that is the beauty of watercolor. So this was introduction about the watercolors. And another thing is, when we make something, we want to appreciate it ourselves, and we want it to be appreciated by others also. So there are certain things which make our work impactful. There is something, you know, you may not be able to put a finger to it, but you realize that there is something. We say that there is that moment, wow, so beautiful. And you stand for hours in front of the painting and you admire it. Why is that there? Because knowingly or unknowingly, the artist has put in certain elements of art in that artwork, you know. Elements of art and principles, you know. Then there are many elements of art, but knowingly or unknowingly, we put in some elements of art. Of course, you have to study, you have to learn. Just like any professional field, you have to realize and it has to be realized, you know, this elements of art, you know. Line is an element of art, point is an element of art, then form is an element of art, shape is an element of art, then color, then value, then texture, then space, negative space, positive space. If everything behind me was full and cluttered, you won't be able to appreciate me. You know, the back has to be blank, only then you will be able to see. You know? And then something about the colors, which color looks good with what. Sometimes we go and when we are shopping, we say, this is looking so beautiful. Why it is appealing? Because it is juxtaposed against another color, and that adds to the attractiveness or beauty of that color, you know, and it pops out. The colors are popping out. Like the theme that I have given to you, that is, you have tulips in different colors. Okay, the orange color is there, the yellow color is there, the peach color is there, the red is there, magenta is there. So I have tried to make you a bouquet. We'll make a bouquet of tulips in different colors. So you can have your fill of colors, and that will really look good. Now about the drawing part, you know. For convenience, generally for convenience and for commercial workshops that I take, I supply the line drawing before. Okay, before starting the workshop, I give the line drawing, so all of you can get a printout and trace it on your sheet. But this time I will not be doing it. I'm supplying you. I'll be showing you how to do it yourself, and you will be able to do it. I'll show you a very simple, effective, and easy way of doing it. Okay, so is it okay? Should we start with the drawing part? Please wave, say yes. Let's start the drawing part, beta. गुड आफ्टरनून तो होगा ही, एक गुड मॉर्निंग हुआ है, उसके बाद सुंदर सा गुड आफ्टरनून. Let me start with the drawing now. Okay. Now you all please focus. You have got the basic sketch. You all have the basic sketch there. What I want to show you is we will draw in the boxes, you know. Many of you may be having bad drawing, or maybe starting with the drawing for the first time. So what you do is, the first tulip, you see, first tulip, I've made the line diagram. You see, you make the what I'll do is I'll place the tulips in boxes. We have 5 tulips, and I'll be placing the tulips in 5 boxes. There is one tulip, main tulip, okay? And how I can proceed? Now, if you observe carefully, just imagine if you are to place, let me show you, demonstrate. Now this is the tulip. Okay, you see the structure, you see it carefully. Okay, these are the, now just imagine if you place it inside a box. This is placed inside a box, and you can see the rugosities, the striations, and this is the side, you know, from the side, this is how the leaves they go. Now you just imagine you are placing this tulip inside this box. Just see, it is being placed inside this box, and that is how you are going to draw it. That is how we are going to draw it. So it is better if we make boxes. So we can, since we have 5 tulips, we will be making 5 boxes. This is one box. This is how you will draw the boxes. Okay, this is the size of the tulip. Then there is another one that is behind it, another that is a bit above it. You make boxes. These are rectangular boxes, you know. This is the easiest way of doing it. Then there is another small and thin tulip. Okay, you make the box. One more, the most important thing is the pencil. I'm using it, doing it a bit dark so that you can see it, but you should do it very light. The pencil has to be very light, you know. Then there is another one that is behind this, you know. There is a huge box because there was a, if you see your thing, there is a big tulip behind this. You make the big box and squeeze the tulip into it. Okay, and there was one more here. So now I have so many boxes. And you can, then the leaves, drawing the leaves won't be a problem. The leaves will be drawn around them. So, is it clear? Sonu, you can't see? Is it clear? Is it clear to everybody? These boxes? Sonu, can you see? And Sonu is saying she can't see. You can see? That is fine. Now it's fine, okay? So these 5 boxes you can all see? Okay. Have you all made these 5 boxes? Yes. Okay. That's fine. Now, once you make these 5 boxes, once we can, once the boxes are made, so you can all make these boxes, no problems. Now we are to place the tulips inside these boxes. And if you can draw one tulip, you can draw all of them. Okay? If you can draw one petal, you can draw all of them. Now I'll draw one tulip in front of you so that you can replicate it. Okay? So these are the boxes. And we are to place the tulips. Now again I'll focus. Now again I'll do focus on it. Yes, it has to be approx the size of the tulip, and the volume has to accommodate the tulip, but the tulip can go a little bit out also because we are going to erase the box anyway. Now we have to fix in the tulip inside the box. Say this is the tulip. This is the tulip, and I am going to fix it inside the box. I'm going to fix it inside the box this way. You see? This way, narrow one, another one, another one. This way, another one is behind it, a thin one is above it, this way, and another is this way. So we are going to have 5 tulips placed inside 5 boxes. Is it clear? 5 tulips inside 5 boxes. The size will be different. The colors will be different. Okay, Jagpreet, is it clear? No problems? 5 tulips in 5 boxes. Okay. So now I'll analyze. We'll draw 1 tulip together and rest we can draw. I'll draw 1 tulip with you and start with 1 tulip. So this is, now you see carefully, this is the tulip. Now this is the tulip for you. Now you see the basic construction. The basic thing is, now it has, you see this petal, and this petal. These are over, you see the distance between them, this petal and this petal. Okay, and this is how it is going. It has serrations on the upper margin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 petals. If you open it wide, you will see there are 6 petals. And it is like this only. This beautiful flower stays like this, you know. And we can take different sides. Now this petal is going like this, then it is going like this. We can, let me draw it in front of you so it will be easy for you. Okay, I'll draw, just now I'll draw. See how simple it is? How simple, you know? You see? I placed, this was the box. Let this be the box. Let me have a box of same size. Okay. When you place a box, then it gives you 3-dimensional structure. Okay. Now I'm going to place. You observe it carefully. Observe. You go like this. If you focus carefully, this the below it is one leaf is overlapping, and these striations, these rugosities are there. Okay. Now let me place it down. You all watch this and you draw it. All of you can watch it. Just see, I've focused, it is focused in front of you. All of you can draw it and just remember, we have 6 petals and sepals together, you know. Have you been able to draw? Hi, Mamta. So good to see you. Sorry, missed your call yesterday, Mamta. You're doing great work to popularize art in Rajasthan, actually. Isn't it easy now? What do you say? This is my tulip. Hi, Ravi. Welcome. So, is it okay? Have you been able to do it? Let me keep the tulip. This is the tulip now. I've drawn just in front of you. Now you can, if I can draw, you can draw. We can all draw. There's nothing difficult. This box, you know, when we are doing the box, inside the box, it is giving the dimension. Doesn't then you don't move out, and the painting goes well, you know. Yes, Mamta, so good. Nice to see you. Sonu, is it clear? Ravi? So this is how we draw the. We just have 5 or 10 minutes more, and I think I like to paint one color one basically color one tulip before you, so that when we meet again on Tuesday, it will be quicker for you. Okay. So whatever I have done till now, is it clear? Can we proceed further, friends? Dear friends, can we proceed further? Should we proceed, Sonu? Okay, Ravi, no problems. This will be there only. Okay, Jagpreet, that's very good. Okay, so I'll now let me show you how. So this is how I have placed the tulip in the box. Top part. Okay. Achha, top part is okay. Okay, that is wonderful. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll gently erase. Hi Upasna. Let me erase the pencil drawing of the box. Okay. Now let's all erase the pencil drawing. I'll erase the pencil drawing, and I just want to we can now let us talk now. Okay. Now this pencil drawing I am erasing. We shall try to, ideally we should use minimum amount of eraser, and the pencil should also be used very lightly, you know. So now let us start. Colors. Beautiful colors. What color you want us to do? Should we use you want a yellow one or an orange one? Let's start with the yellow one, okay? A bright, beautiful yellow. I shall make one with you. I shall show you how we are going to do it. Now, let me tell you something about the how to paint it. You know, we have in watercolors we have many techniques, and those techniques make the watercolor more vibrant and more beautiful. You know, like so that we maintain the transparency. The most important thing in watercolor is maintaining the highlights, or the white of the paper should show through, and that is what gives watercolor its distinct identity, and that is why it is favored so much. And if we cannot maintain the transparency, then it is no longer a watercolor. It is an amateur work, and it is just like poster color. Anyway, it takes time, and it takes lot of time actually. Okay, so now I'll be proceeding. I'll be shifting the thing to here, and so that I can show you properly. What I do is, I pre-wet the paper. Now I will be pre-wetting the paper. I shall be pre-wetting the paper. Now I'm taking the yellow color. This is the yellow color. If we can make one petal, we will be able to make all the petals, you know, just one petal. Now I did the pre-wetting. Then what I do is, the sides will be darker, you know. The sides will be darker, you know. And the beauty about the watercolor is, it will move by itself, you know. You don't have to do much effort. It will move by itself, you know. Just the basic thing, you know. So we have covered all the petals, and then we have to wait to let it dry, you know. The base will be a bit dark, you know, and then we need to have okay. And in watercolors, you cannot go wrong, you know. You can perceive it. Everybody perceives it in a different manner, but certain rules are to be followed, which are called the principles of art. But you can play with the elements, and for any impactful art, you have to have at least the yellow that I have used. You can use crimson, you can use chrome yellow, or you can use gamboge yellow, or you can use lemon yellow. Any color that you feel more you can identify with, you feel happy with that color, you use that color. Okay. The only thing is, you just maintain the transparency. Just don't go too dark too fast, and then you have to let it dry. If I don't let it dry, then I'm going to make a mud. This will become a mud, and it will lose its freshness. I have to let it dry. So friends, this was just the very basic and the beginning, of your workshop, the first day. And let us recapitulate what all we have done today. I told you about a few facts of how about the tulips, why tulips are so prized, why they are so expensive, what is so unique about them, okay? And where they are the natives of Persia, but they are found in Netherlands, and they are the most beautiful flowers and symbolic of love, royalty, and all that, and at one time tulip was more expensive than gold and diamonds also. So there are many myths associated with tulips, and they have they belong to the lily family, and they have 6 petals and sepals, and they are a very symmetrical flower, and it is prized all over the world for their beauty. They are prized all over. Another thing about tulip is it is for India and Indians, it is an exotic flower, very expensive, and we generally get the artificial or silk flowers of tulips, and but I thought let this be the month of tulips for us. And tulips can be eaten also. In the place of onion, they are eaten in Netherlands, and then I told you little bit about the elements of art. What are the elements? They are the basic recipe, the basic ingredients that are put in the art to make the art more palatable, more delicious, more interesting, and there are many elements of the art, and you have to have minimum of 4 elements of art for a painting to be impactful. Now if you look carefully, it has what elements it has. Can anybody tell me? Even this small tulip is having a few elements of art. What is it having? Number 1, there was a dot, then there was a line, 2 elements, okay? Then there is a shape. Shape was in 2 dimension form. When we have introduced the different shadings, then it becomes the form 4. Then we have introduced color 5. Then value, somewhere it is light, here it is very light, and here it is dark. These are the values. The space, this is negative space around it, and this is the positive space which is filled with the flower. So this is how, so you have at least 6 or 7 elements even in this thing. So if we have more number of elements of art in a work, then the thing is more impactful. Then you want to look at it again. You will have the curiosity, you will feel attracted towards it. So this was about how we started with the tulip. The first tulip you drew with 5 boxes. You made 5 boxes, and you placed the tulip. You placed the tulip inside the box, okay? And then we could have colored it more, but we can try. I can just try, because the thing is, if I do in wet, it is going to be muddy, more muddy. So one side values have changed now. Now if you see carefully, it is almost white, absolutely light yellow, then a bit yellow. Now this is orangish, this is dark orange, then it is orange mixed with green, this is green, and it is going down, and here this is the shadow part, which is bit dark sap green, and this is light green, light yellow green. So we made this today. This is our first tulip today, and we have 4 more tulips to make. Okay, and so this was our short workshop for today, and we will meet again tomorrow. Not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, on Tuesday we'll be making rest of the tulips, and I'll be telling you about the colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, and principles of art. Okay, so today I just told you about the elements of art. I hope, friends, it was a good interaction with you. I hope you enjoyed, and do make your tulips, and do share whatever you made today on the Facebook group. We have WhatsApp group also. It will be lovely to see your work, and I shall be giving you feedback also on Tuesday at 11 a.m. and we'll meet again. So have a happy Sunday. Enjoy with the family. God bless you, and make beautiful tulips. Read about it. It's interesting. God bless you. Bye.